is female. So it's morally the right thing to do to have more female representation. But it's much more than that. It also makes sound business sense to invest in getting more women into the workforce. In our industry, around 90% of everything we sell is purchased by or for women. So if we have a low level of female representation in guiding our business, we will inevitably miss opportunities, as we won't have the full spectrum of insights coming through in our decision-making process. And if you look at research more generally, it's a plain fact that businesses with a gender-balanced leadership perform better. For instance, it's estimated that companies with 3 or more women in senior management functions score higher in all dimensions of organizational effectiveness. McKinsey have carried out some more specific research in this area, and their findings were that companies in the top quartile for gender diversity are 15% more likely to have financial returns above their respective national industry medians. In the United Kingdom, greater gender diversity on the senior executive team corresponded to the highest performance uplift of their data set. For every 10% increase in gender diversity, EBIT rose by 3.5%. So as a business leader, it became increasingly clear to me that unless we made changes at De Beers to get more women in leadership roles, I would be allowing the business to underperform. Within the last 3 years, I've appointed 3 women to our Global Executive Committee team, and we are already seeing the benefits of our programs internally as greater diversity of thought and experience helps drive better performance. Beyond our employment, however, as you've heard, we've worked with the UN to change our marketing. Now, historically, a lot of advertising, including, of course, for diamonds, has focused more on the role that women play in supporting the men in their lives. However, with women taking on such a broad range of roles in the workplace and in society, as well as in the family, and with female economic empowerment on the rise, it was vital that we started advertising diamonds in a different way. Women are buying more and more of the diamond jewelry around the world, and they're increasingly buying for themselves, particularly in markets such as the US. In fact, self-purchasing of non-bridal diamond jewelry pieces grew in the US by more than a third between 2005 and 2015. So we need to ensure we speak to women in a way that reflects their current roles and their current perceptions. And so we have worked with UN Women to ensure we portray a much wider view of women and the variety of experiences that they have. Our most recent Forevermark campaign in the US, called Tribute, carried exactly this message. It focused on women as career people, high achievers and leaders, as well as mothers, wives, and family women. Now, this message clearly resonated very strongly, as Tribute was our most successful Forevermark campaign ever. In my role as a he-for-she champion, I see my responsibility as changing those things that I have some power to change, so that the situation for women improves. And just as I think this is important for De Beers, I think it's important for the wider diamond industry, as we all have an interest in making sure that the message of diamonds speaks strongly to its main consumer group, and of course in making our businesses perform absolutely as strongly as possible. If we support women's rights and opportunities in all of our activities, the public perception of diamonds will continue to improve, and we will for sure see sustained business benefit. And in this vein, I'm delighted to see a great many initiatives already in place here in India, thanks to the efforts of many, many of you in the room, and I thank you for that. I know that many of you already commit substantial time, money, and effort to supporting initiatives that help meet women's needs in Indian society. Whether it's through education, healthcare, or other social programs, much is being done to help build a better world for women. But I think we as leaders have so much power in our hands that we must constantly think how we can do more. And this is especially the case when we can make changes that also benefit our business, but not only that, the wider industry. So I encourage each and every one of you to do what the people of De Beers have done and count yourselves in for the UN Women He for She campaign. I urge you to go online to the UN Women website and make a public commitment to doing all you can to help further the cause of female empowerment. Because we have the power to make our businesses, our industry, and our world a better place simply by standing up for the prospects of our wives, our mothers, our daughters. Counting ourselves in is the easiest choice of all. So thank you so much again for joining us here tonight. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and I look forward to seeing you all in the rest of the evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Cleaver, for providing us with those insights. Today we have among us powerful women who have made an impact. Promoter of gender equality. I invite Ms. Shaina NC on stage to say a few words, please.
Well, all women empower women. Today we're paying a tribute not just to those unknown women all across India, but so many of whom have contributed, whether it's through Anganwadis, through films, through financial literacy, through art, through music. So my appeal to all of you, they're not professional models, please do clap for them and applaud them for their contribution. And of course, we have one heroine who has put heroes to shame. Taapsee Pannu, who I believe has almost empowered men today. So for those who feel compromised, please applaud every single woman that you see today. Thank you.
Of life with strong women characters to empower and entertain her audience worldwide. A classic example, Bareilly Ki Barfi. Pearl contractor, an acclaimed professional interior designer who believes that gender bias has never found a place in the professional workspace and strives to empower every other female. Poonam Lalwani, Managing Trustee of Life Trust, has empowered 4,500 Anganwadi women across Mumbai to believe in their role as nation builders. Lucky Morani, an actor, filmmaker, entrepreneur and philanthropist. To save and empower the girl child, she endeavors to create awareness for menstrual hygiene in villages and team owner of the first all-women throw-ball league. Shruti, a textile designer who has encouraged young women in the fields of weaves and fashion. Dr. Shah, a nutritionist who emphasizes on the importance of women being healthy. Dr. Nandita, leading gynecologist of India who specializes in infertility. Dr. Nivedata, Shreyass, an educationist who has empowered thousands of girl students at the Pillai Institute, underprivileged children in slums, and reminds mothers how important dental health is. Priti Rathi Gupta, an investment banker who empowers women through workshops of financial literacy and is also a new age filmmaker. Dr. Bindu, a dermatologist and cosmetologist who instills confidence in every woman. She also runs a Seva clinic to help the underprivileged. Dr. Saudamini, an architect and interior designer who has taken up the cause of giving education to domestic staff. Dr. Leena, from sponsoring heart operations to helping tribal girls of Nandurbar to organizing healthcare camps in slums, director of the most comprehensive polyclinic of Misha Diagnostic Center. Sonalli, author, entrepreneur and a sports enthusiast, owner of women's throwball team Mukherjee. Radhika Mukherjee, founder and CEO of Epidemic, a live music company that makes music strategies for corporates. Radhika, through this venture, has given more than 500 gigs to women musicians. Mansukhani, a fitness expert who at 60 specializes in making women senior citizens feel fit. and conducts camps for senior citizens. Delna Mistry. She has adopted Kunigaon village near Lonavala and uplifted their houses and is building a school as a CRS activity of Delna Adventures and Resorts. Dr. Bhavna Trivedi, a doctor who believes in empowering women with physical and mental health through homeopathy, as she believes a healthy woman raises a healthy family and contributes to building a healthy nation. Mrunali Deshmukh, India's renowned lawyer who believes in gender justice, especially with context to women's rights. of women empowerment, this Bollywood diva has inspired several women through her portrayal of women in strong roles in her films like Pink and Naam Shabana, as well as in her upcoming films like Mukherjee and Surma. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for all these strong women. Taapsee Pannu.
A woman who's come a long, long way and has empowered many other lives. Taapsee Pannu. Such a pleasure. Good evening, everyone. I've started a few lines that are my favorite when it comes to such gatherings. Countless female goddesses, but still we are fighting equality. Fighting for equality. The same womb which gives birth is not allowed to probably enter the most auspicious of places during those taboo 5 days of your mother. And we have reached moon, planning to reach some other galaxy for that matter, and we're still talking about women empowerment. But here we are, looking at the glass half full today, with all these beautiful women out here. I'm just so privileged standing here. You'll probably see me, I think my media friends will probably vouch for this fact that I'm seen more in such gatherings than in my filmy dues, because this truly makes me feel special and that I've achieved something in life beyond just the work I do. So thank you so much. And he for she, I am just so happy to know about this initiative by UN. And there are a lot of he's in my life who've helped me stand here and be of significance for all of you to be looking at me right now. Starting with my dad, who probably just, in a very filmy way, said, "Cha simran ji le apni zindagi," who let me do whatever I wanted to without questioning whatever I wanted to do. And after that, yeah, of course, my directors, be it in South, Raghavendra Rao Garu or Vetrimaran in South, and David Dhawan, who gave me a chance to start off my Hindi film career, to Shujit Sarkar, who gave me a Pink, to Neeraj Pandey, who gave me a Baby, and Naam Shabana, because of which I am of certain relevance when it comes to women empowerment, and many more. I'm sure, I hope the ones that are coming up also stand the test of time. But thank you so much to all these men. I'm sure we cannot make this change on our own. We definitely need help. It should not just be she for she, or for that matter only men for women, he for she. It should be we for she. But hats off to you and De Beers to be a part of this initiative. Extremely happy to know that. And yeah, finally, thank you, Shana ma'am, for making me a part of this gathering. I might be the youngest, the junior most one out here. Just quite intimidating gathering. But all I can say is, I'll promise that I will do whatever is in my capacity to make sure all of our battles are worth it. We have a long, long fight ahead, but we're not going to give up. Thank you.
It's a beautiful journey, and I hope we continue with this same resilience moving forward. To conclude this evening, I invite all the delegates on stage for a photo op, please.
perfect. Very good. Energy.
Mr. Paul, Miss Taapsee Pannu, and all the...
Hello, ma'am.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful evening. Please proceed to dinner to the North and South Gallery on the second floor and visit the Black Room where you will see the brilliance of the Forevermark diamond.